The MLB is terrified of this as the Boston Red Sox are firing on all cylinders. Garrett Crochet is a Cy Young level pitcher. Ceddanne Rafaela is playing like a reincarnated Mookie Betts, and this team cannot be stopped. I'm so excited with what's going on, and they have one more game till the All-Star break. Why not make it 10 in a row heading into what will be the second half of the season? Welcome in here to Red Sox Digest, everybody. I'm Jace Andrews. I'm very happy to be here because the Red Sox have made me happy. The way they've been playing, yes, the first 6 wins were against the Nationals and the Rockies. I don't want to hear it. They've beaten the Rays 3 days in a row. All 3 of those were one-run victories, and that is something that this Boston Red Sox team could not say not even a month and a half ago. This is what we have been waiting for. The Red Sox even got a tweet from the official MLB account. 9 straight wins, 4 straight series wins, a season-high 7 games above 500. And if you are a Section 10 listener, you're going to understand this. Drizzle that ketchup. Ceddanne Rafaela might get his first Clark's Ketchup MVP of the entire season. If you're not listening to Section 10, you could. Either way, I want to talk about this team, why everything has all of a sudden clicked, and really just kind of sit here and be excited with Red Sox Nation because, quite frankly, we haven't gotten to do this. In fact, the last time the Red Sox won 9 straight games was 2021. Coincidence? That was the last time they made the MLB postseason? I don't think so. I do not think so. We look at the standings as we sit right now. The Boston Red Sox are inching closer to the American League East title as they are 4.5 games back of the Toronto Blue Jays, and they are 2 games back of the New York Yankees for that second place spot in the AL East. By the way, the AL East is the only division in all of baseball, whatever I don't know what you call it. Either way, they're the only one that has 450-win teams. The AL Beast is here to stay. Now, if you want to take a look at the wild card picture, the Red Sox have a little bit of buffer right now, taking out the Tampa Bay Rays. Obviously, with the win, they knocked them back. Unfortunately, the Tigers, who have been the best team in all of baseball, decided not to play that way today against the Seattle Mariners and lost 11-7, I believe was the final score. So, unfortunately, the Mariners did get into this spot, so the Red Sox only have about a game advantage on them, a game and a half on the Tampa Bay Rays. So, no matter what happens tomorrow, the Boston Red Sox will be with a playoff positionment tomorrow. As long as everything, it should have everything, yeah, because they're a game and a half above Tampa. So no matter what happens tomorrow, if they lose, if they win, they are going to be in a playoff position. I'd love a win. I'd love the Yankees to lose again. That way the Red Sox can move closer in the AL East along with the AL wild card. Now, obviously, the Ceddanne walk-off last night was amazing. Garrett Crochet's complete game shutout piece today was absolutely impressive. But I think we have to start with looking at this Red Sox team and kind of I'm going to say the atmosphere. And this is going to be something that it's going to have to take a little bit of explanation. And it starts with this tweet. It says, the Red Sox they tweeted this saying, feeling tremendously locked in. Now, in case you don't get the reference or watching every game, Romy Gonzalez, who has been one of, if not the best hitters on the Red Sox this season against lefties, he has come out and they asked him this week at a post-game interview, what are you feeling at the plate? Like, what exactly is going on? And he says, I'm just feeling tremendously locked in. That was, again, on Thursday. Friday, Jarren Duran, Trevor Story, Masataka Yoshida, all the boys had on a tremendously locked-in shirt. And I just want to sit here and talk about it and say, I'm not throwing shade at saying Rafael Devers is the reason this team is so collectively as a group now, but it is obvious that this team is now more together than they have been all season. Now, it helps they're winning. It helps that Alex Bregman's back. It helps that Masataka Yoshida is back. It helps that the young guys are up here in Roman Anthony and Marcelo Meyer, and nobody has lost their positionment. Yes, Jarren Duran maybe isn't playing every single game like he was last season. Yes, Ceddanne Rafaela played second base today. They're getting everybody in the lineup. And quite truthfully, this team is still not great at defense. They made some fantastic plays over the past 2 games. Marcelo Meyer's play in the 8th inning last night. Trevor Story's play last night. The play today for Abraham Toro throwing the ball home to get what would have been the tying run out at the plate. There has been some tremendous defensive plays, but mark my words, this is still a not great defensive team. So if I'm looking at this team from an outside perspective, or even Alex Cora from an inside perspective, I'm going to put the best lineup out there. Yes, do I want Ceddanne Rafaela, the, in my opinion, Platinum Glove winner in center field, his primary position? 1,000%. But is it more important to put him in center field or to have him in the lineup? I would say to have him in the lineup. And now that goes to the point of Jarren Duran. Had a hustle double today, had a walk, was a key part of this win in a couple different facets. Obviously, just because of the way he gives off himself in the offense. I know he didn't score a run. I know he didn't hit in one, but he, again, is a leader-type player. And so that is obviously just the commending of this team altogether. It's very exciting to see. And I want to go through a couple stats because these are the guys that I think are leading the team. You first start with Ceddanne Rafaela, who is batting close to 300 all of a sudden, and quite frankly is a top player in the MLB over the past month and a half. His on-base percentage has skyrocketed to 314 when he was batting like 220 a month and a half ago. His strikeouts have gone down. His hits have gone up. His walks have gone up. Ceddanne Rafaela has become the player that the Red Sox wanted when they extended him. That was the whole goal of extending him, to get a player like this. Now they have him. He's hitting home runs. He has more home runs than strikeouts in the past 5-6 games. He has been fan-freaking-tastic at the plate, and I have to give some credit to none other than our other guy on the stat sheet I want to take a look at, Alex Bregman. And if you don't know the story, I'll tell you it real quick while you had the stats up there. Alex Bregman has spent time and time molding and talking to these young players with Ceddanne Rafaela, Roman Anthony, Marcelo Meyer. The list goes on. Carlos Narvaez. He is sitting there. He is talking with them. He has basically become a Red Sox hitting coach along with Pete Fatsi. And guess what? One guy who has said, I have been talking with Bregman for the past month and a half, Ceddanne Rafaela. Bregman has been a fantastic player for the Red Sox since they acquired him this offseason. But I can't help but think that he has done maybe a little bit more off the field than even on the field, which is crazy when you consider how good of a player he has been. And he's going to be coming back. He's playing 2 games this series, so he'll play tomorrow. He'll play 2 games against the Cubs. He'll play 2 games against the Phillies. And then Alex Cora said they would reassess his position on how they feel him health-wise going forward at the Dodgers series when they come to Fenway, with Mookie Betts coming back to Fenway Park. That is something you cannot take away. The effects of Alex Bregman, the effect that he has had on these young players. And quite frankly, you talk about how Masataka Yoshida, was he going to be something that messes up this offense? Quite frankly, he has done nothing of that sort. Batting .400 in his first couple games, 10 ABs, 1 run, 4 hits, 2 doubles. Oh yeah, and he's got an RBI to his name. This was a .280 batter, .289 his rookie season, that the Red Sox needed in their lineup specifically for this reason. He doesn't strike out. He has no strikeouts this year, and in the past 2 seasons combined, he's at like 130 in over 800, almost 900 at-bats. His strikeout percentage is so low, and for a team that strikes out a lot and quite frankly, really until the past couple weeks have been one of the top strikeout teams in all of Major League Baseball, it was so huge for him to come back and to produce and put the ball in play. He is the keen example of putting the ball in play makes good things happen. Now, the last guy I want to talk about is somebody who, quite frankly, may have just changed this franchise. Garrett Crochet, signing the extension. Obviously, he was in a very bad situation with the Chicago White Sox. The Red Sox made the move. He has become an ace, as we expected and saw hints of last year, and now I believe he is one of, if not the top Cy Young candidate in the AL, alongside Tariq Skubal, and I hate to say it, but Max Fried. Today, with a complete game shutout, an ERA at 2.39, 151 strikeouts. He is putting up stats that we haven't seen since Pedro Martinez days. The pig is here to stay. I love Garrett Crochet. The way he talks about his teammates, the way he motivates this team, his dugout celebrations. This team is vibing. This team is clicking. And I am just so happy that we get to sit here and we get to watch. And the final thing I want to look at, and it's quite frankly the most important thing, is the last however many games. Obviously, the 9 straight wins, starting with the Washington National Series. But the wins are great. A couple losses thrown in there since June 27th. But I want to take a look at the past 3 games, because the Red Sox at around mid-May had like 2 one-run wins and 7 losses in one-run games. They have won 3 straight games against the Tampa Bay Rays, an AL East opponent, in one-run games. A 4-3 game in which they scored the game-winning run in the bottom of the 8th. A 5-4 game in which they scored a game-winning run with a walk-off home run from Ceddanne. And then today, a 1-0 victory in which the Pig goes complete game shut piece. If you're not on the train right now, if you're not ready for this team to make the playoffs, that I've been saying for the past 3 weeks that this is a playoff team, and like this team has been saying, then we don't want you. But if you are, get in the comments section and let's spam playoffs, because this is where that team is headed. That's where they're going, and I'm excited to keep on covering, keep on showing you all the latest stats, statistics, and everything that's positive about this Red Sox team, and of course, any trade rumors and all the news and information and updates. We appreciate you tuning in, and for now, Red Sox fans, we will see you next time, hopefully when it's a 10-win streak instead of just the 9. Peace out, guys.